My name is Fulton, Fulton, Leroy Washington, also known as Mr. Wash, the artist. I'm a self-taught artist, and I learned to get to the level of painting that I'm at now by not being afraid to correct my own mistakes. But that opportunity to become an artist only came after being incarcerated with a life sentence for a crime I didn't commit.
Time is like one of the most expensive things already, and we have no choice but to spend it. And to know that it could be taken like that is like a crazy power trip. I can see that in Wash's experience. And he mentions a lot of the sadness, like through the tears.
I was thinking about my wife had came to visit and said that she couldn't go no further. And I had a small daughter. I found myself in tears, but I could not allow none of the inmates to see that or hear that. When I went back, I drew a picture of myself with tears in my eyes, and my thoughts at the time when I painted it, the warden and everybody was like, my God, I would never expect you to cry. I said, yeah, I was crying for real though. I paint things out of my mind. And so I kind of use painting as therapy. If I have anything that bothers me, I'll paint it into the picture and let it live there and not with me every day.
That was probably the first piece I saw, and it was at Jeffrey Deitch Gallery. I believe Mario was in it, and also Devin was in it, yeah.
Around 2021, 2022, Wash was coming around our studio and working there for some time.
Devin Reynolds introduced me to Mario.
He was working out of his house, and I was like, well, shit, dude, I got like extra space in my studio, just pull up. When you're working in a studio with somebody and they're getting up at like 4 in the morning calling you up, talking about where you at, you know what I mean? You're almost half his age. You gotta like rethink some shit. You know what I mean? Like he really with the business, bro, when it comes to putting in work.
Generosity. You know, that's the word that describes all of them. They open their, not just their studios up, they open their hearts up. They open their souls up. They didn't have trade secrets. They were generous enough to share the things that they hold dear to their craft with me. This ideal of a community center is the place that I'm preparing. I'm creating a bridge that will allow those people to come home. They can come from there through here into the music industry, into the art world, to whatever it is that they've been studying, because I'll help them with a lot of different things other than just painting.
He wants to open up space where there's maybe like a lack of like space for collaboration, for creativity.
Spaces like this can foster real communal growth where people are able to cross-pollinate across boundaries and not be stuck, you know, in the white box. We have to have stewards in our communities and people that are doing things, right?
That is a mission that is definitely of another level. It's one that I'm watching closely with Mr. Wash.
The 915 West Rosecrans is like the seed, but that don't mean that this is all that it is. A lot of times you still have these small cracks that people slide through the crack. I'm looking for that crack. I'm trying to find those people that really, that people overlook.
I see a future where like, why can't Wash have a space like this? This is a mothership, you know what I mean? Like, this is sick.